Hi, welcome to Gigat's Country Kitchen. You know, this time of year we have, if you're growing a garden and you have all these green tomatoes or tomatoes in general coming in, here's a quick, easy recipe that we're going to do today. And I'm going to show you how you can put these green tomatoes up in your freezer and be able to have them all year around. My husband, which is our cameraman, he loves his green tomatoes. One of his favorite things and his favorite sandwiches to have for lunch is green tomatoes, and we use a tofurkey that we love with some mayonnaise, and it's even better on homemade bread. But he likes them green tomatoes all year. Plus, we love to have them with our okra. But this is an easy way where you can grab those tomatoes before they all turn red. I plant a huge amount of tomatoes, so we have plenty. And what I did is I'll get me some big tubs of tomatoes, green tomatoes. I go ahead and get them all washed up, and then we cut them into these slices here.
These tomatoes came out of our garden.
Yes, we grew them. Yay. And that just makes them all the better. But you can go to the grocery store and get you some too, because or to the farmer's market. You can find big boxes of them that you can get, at a good price this time of year because so many tomatoes are coming in. But I just slice these up. I get them all ready. When I get a whole bunch of them, then I start preparing them to go in the freezer. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about that. So you wash them, you slice them about anywhere. I like mine between 1/4 and 3/8 of an inch. You can go upwards to a 1/2 inch. It just depends on how meaty you want your tomato in the end. But because I use mine for sandwiches a lot, I don't want them way too thick. So they just do better for me. Don't go over a 1/2 inch though. That's a little much. This one's more like your 1/2 inch. So you want to, stay under that. So here, unless you have a lot of tomatoes, you can cut this in half. But this right here is 4 cups of flour. We're going to add to that, I have 2 cups of cornmeal, and this is the cornmeal that I love for my green tomatoes. And I've got 2 cups measured out here. So you wouldn't dump just that whole bag in there. I had 2 cups left of that. And then besides that, all you're going to put in it is some salt and pepper. So what I do is to this amount, I'll put a tablespoon of salt. This is a Himalayan pink salt. It's just the salt of my choice. Okay. Whoop, drop it in there. Okay, and then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Now, when I'm doing okra, I like to have a little garlic in it too. Now, you can put garlic in this as well. If you do, I'd put about a teaspoon. So, really what that ends up being is a tablespoon is 3 teaspoons, so 3 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of pepper, and if you want garlic in it, a teaspoon of garlic. I'm not putting garlic in this one because I use my green tomatoes for multiple purposes, throughout the year. So, being as these are the ones that I'm going to have in my freezer, I'm just going to do it like this. Y'all, please excuse my voice if it's a little off. Been fighting some of these old allergies and sicknesses over the last few weeks, but we wanted to get you a good video out. So all these green tomatoes at our place, we're loaded down with bell peppers and our peas, tomatoes, just, coming all in at one time. So just sort of mix this up. And you can put this in a bowl and even just shake it. However you like to do it. But this is the way we're going to do it today. Okay? So, and I like to just have me a little bit longer glass dish here, or baking pan, whatever you got. It can even just be a tray, but put your flour on there. Now, before we get started, take you some parchment paper. And it's important that you use this parchment paper for what I'm going to show you, because this is what part of it that's going to make it quick and easy for you. Okay, so get you some parchment paper, and I'm going to be cooking mine in my air fryers. I have 3 air fryers plus my stove. So I'm going to use parchment paper on whatever I'm cooking it in. So I have some paper here already cut and ready to fit in here. And the reason we're going to use the parchment paper is because these are sort of going to be, hands off. You don't have to do a whole lot more to them once we get these in the oven, and once we get these cooled off. You're going to see we'll just slide this parchment paper over to our trays that's going in the freezer, and you let them freeze, and then we're going to bag them up. So, parchment paper works best for this, so that they don't stick after they cook and them juices come out, and they're not stuck to your pan and what have you. And you can just slide that over, and clean up is so easy. So here's what we're going to do. To get this ready, if you're using your air fryer, whether you have a basket or you have just the little racks, you're going to put a piece of parchment paper on them, okay? And then you're going to take and get you some oil. I'm using an olive oil. And just put a good little portion on there. And this is the one I'm using today, okay? So what we're going to do is you just sort of spread that around on it, on your parchment paper. And that way the underside of the tomatoes are getting a little bit of oil, so that our batter can cook good that's going on here, that we're going to toss this in. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't have to cover it all, just a roundabout. Okay? So once you get that, you have your tomatoes already washed really good and sliced up. We're going to take these tomatoes, and you're just going to take and cover these tomatoes and sort of tap off the extra and lay them right over on your paper. So we're going to do that, and we're going to fill this tray up real quick like. And what I'm going to do, I like to just go ahead and throw me a bunch of them. And I was going to tell you also here, some of your tomatoes will start turning red. They're still a little green here. That's okay. You can still use them. Actually, they have a wonderful flavor when you do that. So don't worry if all of them's not just still really, really green. Okay, I'm gonna use my fingers a little bit here so I can just push these. I like to push it and make sure I'm getting all that up in the cracks here. And we're going to lay them out where they're just about touching one another. You want a little room, because remember, we're not going to fool with these and touching them after we get them cooked until they're already frozen and ready. We're going to use this parchment paper to be able to handle these tomatoes, and you don't have to flip them. You're not going to turn them over. You're going to just put them in the oven. You're going to cut it on there at 400 to 425, depending on your oven degrees. And what I like to do is check them every 18 minutes, or in that area, 18 to 20 minutes. It generally takes, in an air fryer, about 40 minutes to be ready. When they look nice and golden brown, not overly done, then they're ready. And you don't touch them. You open up your air fryer. If you have some like I have here, and I have some bigger ones that doesn't have the top oven, it holds 3 racks. So I have 6 racks in that one, 2 racks in this one, and then I will use my stove oven as well and have 2 big racks in that one. So I can get a bunch of these done all at one time. And my family always, boy, they just love these green tomatoes. You just can't beat them. So let's get us some more in here. And just fill this tray up. And then we're going to sprinkle a splash of oil right on top. So you're not getting all that oil that you typically get when you fry them in your iron skillets and all, like our southern tradition of doing. This is a little healthier way of getting that nice fried green tomato. But it does not lack, it don't slack in flavor at all. And when you freeze these, they do so good. They're like having fresh green tomatoes all year round. They just really work well. So don't be afraid to do this thinking, oh well, that's just gonna taste like frozen old stuff. It doesn't. It tastes great. So let me get a little bit of oil on top here like this. Just sprinkle it around. Just stick that on. We're going to stick these in the oven, and I'll be back in a minute and I'll show you how they look. Okay, I got these green tomatoes out. I've let them cool now, so they're cool to the touch. And all you're going to do, you don't flip them, you don't do anything with them at this point. All you do is what I have here, you see I've got this little tray. Let me move this out of the way so you can see a little better. I found these little trays around Easter time. They had them marked down for like $4 for $1. And I just grabbed up a bunch of them, not because they're good quality trays or for any other reasons except for this right here. You can take these and you just slide that parchment paper right over on that tray, stick it in the freezer, and let them freeze completely. I usually time about 2 hours just to make sure. Then I get my freezer bags and I just take these and I take them individually and put them into my freezer bags. Go ahead and label it and put your dates on it and zip it, get all the air out of it and zip it up good. And then that way you have frozen green tomatoes all year round so that you can pull out what you want, get the whole bag. And what I do is when I want to reheat these, I put them either in the oven or air fryer, and I just spritz a little bit of water on them, and I put them on a piece of parchment paper. You can add a little bit more oil if you want to. You don't have to. And just spritz just a tiny little bit of water on them and let them heat up. It doesn't take very long. Air fryer, usually I put about 7 minutes is all it takes. And don't let them sit out and unthaw and then try to handle them. Just grab them up frozen, stick them on your tray, and let the oven do the rest. And you will have fried green tomatoes that taste fresh out of the garden all year round. Now, I'm going to put together here a sandwich that we love, just as an extra little bonus for you. And using these green tomatoes, because you can't cook all these tomatoes and not jump in and grab you some of all that goodness. So what I have here is some tofurkey. You can heat it up if you want to, but we use these just for lunch, for work. And I have my favorite. It's like mayonnaise. It's a veganaise. It's the same thing. And you just put that on your bread and just load it down with these nice green tomatoes. And John likes a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, load mine really much down.
I'm having a hard time not grabbing some of these, but I got a camera in my hand.
Uh-huh. Making you behave. I done figured out how to do it. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to put some tofurkey on there. Put a little more mayonnaise on the other side of the bread here. And you have John's favorite lunch right there. And that's what we're going to have for lunch today. There we go. A beautiful sandwich using our green tomatoes. I sure hope that y'all will like and subscribe and just join our channel. And I'm going to be showing how to put up some peas here and making a vegan meatloaf that is really great, that's healthy and good for you. So make sure and check out our other videos. We've got a lot of good stuff on there for you. And we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And God bless you. And I pray God's blessings in your life each and every day. Thank you.